Hey everybody, Jordan Hirsch here. I'm the founder of Fishtree, a company that makes it safe, fun, and possible to do hard things at work. And one of those hard things is communicating effectively. So today I'm going to share with you my 5 tips to help you become a more effective communicator. Number 1, research your audience, right? For example, let's say that you are communicating with the leadership team at your job. You got to know what matters to them. You have to know what they care about. What do they get measured on? How does your message that you want to communicate support or fit in with their strategic plans or their goals or the things that they will get measured against in the next quarter or the next review cycle? These are the things that was super beneficial to know about your audience before you proceed, because it will dictate and impact how you actually communicate them. If you know they get measured on a certain thing, you can tailor your message to help indicate how it's going to support them in that measurement. The more you know about your audience, the better chance you'll have of connecting with them. Number 2, find the humor, right? Even a serious topic can benefit from an injection of humor. If you can't find it, look for your personal connection to a topic. Look for moments where you yourself maybe are the butt of the joke. That is very humanizing to people. It's very connective with your audience. It's really disarming to see someone make a joke at their own expense. You can make a joke based on something unexpected that happens even during a presentation or when you're communicating. For example, I was giving a talk once at a technical conference. We were in a building at the United Nations. And suddenly, in the middle of my talk, I was talking about running a technical discovery project and doing your research. And I was at a part about transparency and sort of sharing your process with your client or your customer, when suddenly the automated blinds on all the windows flipped open and the whole room was suddenly bathed in this huge, vast amount of sunlight. And everyone's shielding their eyes. And then they start looking at me like, what's he going to do in this moment? And I said, well, everyone, as you can see, even the windows agree that shedding more light on your research is a great idea and really supports transparency during your discovery process. And the crowd went wild. It wasn't the world's funniest joke, but it was a very human moment, and it became a moment of connection between me and my audience. Number 3, articulate your impact. That means know what you want your audience to think, feel, or do as a result of hearing your message. Things should be different from your audience after your presentation than they were before your presentation, or else why are you presenting to them? The more specific you can get about the impact you want to have on your audience, what you want them to think, how you want them to feel, what you'd like them to do afterwards, the better chance you have of actually having that impact, because that can become kind of your guiding North Star as you proceed. When every decision is in support of that goal, your chances of actually hitting that goal go way, way up. Number 4, practice and get feedback, ideally from a professional. There's simply no substitute for practicing your communication with another human being. Even someone who is not skilled or practiced in the art of giving feedback will start giving you feedback immediately, simply by showing you their face and their body language as you proceed. Right? The more you're reading and observing them as you go, you can start to already get feedback from someone even before you ask them, so what did you think? And of course, working with a professional speaking coach is the fastest way to level up your communications game. They will help you build on your strengths. They will help you address your gaps, and they will really help you stretch yourself and try out some new tools, which could be really impactful for your next big communication moment. Number 5, skip the big reveal. It is really tempting to give a lot of backstory when you start to give a presentation, right? You want to build up and explain all this context before you get to the big important thing. But if your audience is waiting to hear you address the big important thing, they're not really paying attention to all of the backstory, and you run the risk of losing them along the way. Don't build up to it, just get to it. If they really care about the budget, open with the budget, and then you can say, let me tell you how we got to this number. By doing that, you're actually keeping your audience engaged with you, because once they've heard the thing they're there to hear about, they can relax and actually listen to you rather than spending their mental energy wondering when you're going to get to the big thing. All right. Thanks for watching. I'd love to hear your communication tips in the comments.